popular social media trend, how we started versus how we're going, holds no candle to the Coca-Cola the world presently knows. Although the first thing that innocently comes to mind when one thinks of Coca-Cola is a bottle of brown-colored liquid with the Coca-Cola label wrapped around it, the truth is that there is more. While thinking of the beverage is not a misguided thought, Coca-Cola is much bigger than that. In today's video, we'll be sharing with you the growth process of Coca-Cola, from time immemorial till date, as well as information about its brands, which we bet you probably didn't know. Without further ado, let's dive into the video. Coca-Cola is an American company established in 1892. It's widely known today for producing and selling syrup as well as a concentrate for the Coca-Cola drink. Britannica defines Coca-Cola as a sweetened carbonated beverage, but they couldn't be farther from the truth. Not only does Coca-Cola produce concentrate for the Coca-Cola drink, it's also known for manufacturing and selling other beverages and soft drinks. With its headquarters in Atlanta, Georgia, Coca-Cola has over 2,800 products scattered across about 200 countries and counting. This, therefore, makes Coca-Cola the biggest producer and distributor of beverages in the world and also places it on the list of the biggest corporations in America. And you have to admit, that's pretty impressive. Dr. John S. Pemberton, a pharmacist in Atlanta, saw to the materializing of the Coca-Cola drink in 1886 through his chemical company, which was named after him. He had a bookkeeper at the time, Frank Robinson, who he gave liberty to name the drink. Frank then called it Coca-Cola, as we have come to know it today. Initially, however, the Coca-Cola drink John produced at the time served more medicinal purposes than delectation. It was a tonic that he produced, using extracts from coca leaf and cola nut, cocaine and caffeine, respectively. The presence of the cocaine in the tonic was short-lived, however, as John decided to take it out of the Coca-Cola ingredients. In no time, the innovative scientist began selling the tonic, now a syrup, due to the removal of the cocaine ingredient, to soda fountains in the area. And in the first year, the syrup sold an average of 9 servings a day, but with regular advertising, things began to look up for Coca-Cola, and it became an exceptional commodity. In 1891, John met Asa Griggs Candler, another pharmacist in Atlanta. Asa proposed to John he would pay the sum of $2,300 as well as willingly swap some of the proprietary rights if John sold Coca-Cola to him, which John did. In 1893, Asa registered Coca-Cola at the Patent Office in America. And with Coca-Cola now under the control of Asa, there became a high demand for the syrup that caused the sales of the product to rise significantly. In 1890, an estimated number of 9,000 syrup gallons went out of the company, and by 1900, those numbers rose to about 370,877 syrup gallons. Luckily for Asa at the time, companies in LA, Dallas, and Philadelphia began to set up plants for syrup making, so it became easier to produce and sell syrup in larger quantities. In a little while, Coca-Cola was selling in every state in America. In 1899, Coca-Cola signed its very first contract with a bottling company. It gave the company the license to purchase the syrup, then manufacture and package in a bottle, and finally sell the drink. This agreement would later set the standard for soft drink establishments in America when it comes to manufacturing and distributing soft drinks. In 1919, Asa eventually sold Coca-Cola to a team of investors in Atlanta for a total of $25 million. Ernest Woodruff, the head of the group, then made his son, Robert Winship Woodruff, the chairman and president of the company from 1923 to 1955. After the Second World War, Coca-Cola started having varieties in its packaging and also added many new developments and products to the company. One of the developments was the registering of Coke as a trademark in 1945, even though it had already been used prior to that time in 1941 as a short form of Coca-Cola. As the years passed, so did the competition grow, so Coca-Cola turned to media advertising to help push its brand and product to the public eye. One of the adverts that generated remarkable response was, "I'd like to buy the World of Coke" TV ad.
like to buy the world a Coke and keep it company. It's the real thing.
It came out in July of 1971. About 4 months later in the same year, the company had gotten over 1,000 letters concerning the ad. People continually asked for the song, and some even went as far as calling radio stations just to hear them play the advert. Another Coca-Cola moment that turned heads was the presence of Santa in Coca-Cola adverts, especially in Christmas sales.
I wish that I could be a star in the sky.
May all your wishes come true.
According to the Coca-Cola Company, they always had featured Santa in their ads. Matter of fact, the first Santa appearance went back to the 1920s. As a result, many people believe that Santa's coat was changed from green to red because Coca-Cola's color was red. In 1982, Coca-Cola decided it was time to expand again, and yet they produced and introduced another variety of the Coca-Cola soft drink and called it Diet Coke, since its production was characterized by low calories and no sugar. However, while Coca-Cola had lots of developments going on, the company still experienced a decrease in the market share. And as a result, the company decided to produce Coca-Cola, but in a new and improved variety. The decision was made in 1985, and it turned out to be the company's biggest mistake. To Coca-Cola's dismay, the new variety, which was called New Coke at the time, did not gain the approval of many. Taking this into consideration, it was no surprise that by July of the same year, the company reverted to producing Coca-Cola in the original flavor and again calling it Coca-Cola Classic. By 1990, Coca-Cola took its global pursuits to the next level as the company started to sell its products as far as East Germany and also in India, although sales in the latter started in 1993. Another major climax for Coca-Cola happened in 1992. The company launched the first Coca-Cola bottle made to some extent from plastic. This decade saw the production and distribution of the following drinks: the Koo soft drink for children in Asia, Powerade drinks for sports, and bottled water labeled as Dasani. Coca-Cola also added more drinks to the company, and these drinks were distributed in 120 countries worldwide. They included the Cadbury Schweppes drink in America, the Barq's root beer label, Limca, Maaza, and Thumbs Up in India, and then in Peru, the Inca Cola. In 2005, Coca-Cola introduced another product, Coca-Cola Zero, which is said to have the regular taste of Coca-Cola, but with 0 calories. It is mind-blowing that Dr. John Pemberton, when he produced the first Coca-Cola drink at the time, used to sell only 9 servings every day because in 2020 it was recorded that Coca-Cola distributed 1.9 billion servings around the world every day. The company had a net income of about $7.7 billion in 2020, and in July 2021 the company's market cap skyrocketed to approximately $233.4 million. Just like many other big corporations, Coca-Cola also has its competition. That, however, has not prevented it from gaining momentum in this particular industry. There have been massive developments in the Coca-Cola industry which has propelled it to where it is today. One of them is the company's acquisition of Minute Maid. Minute Maid is a fruit drink that Vacuum Foods Corporation originally produced. However, somewhere along the line, Vacuum Foods later changed its name to Minute Maid Corporation. According to Investopedia, Minute Maid was the first frozen concentrated orange juice product in the United States, and Coca-Cola eventually purchased the company for $59 million in 1960. Acquiring Minute Maid made Coca-Cola become more than just a Coke-producing company. Presently, Minute Maid has over 100 flavors, including numerous varieties of punches and juices. In 2007, Coca-Cola also acquired Energy Brands Incorporated, a business that dealt with producing bottled and enhanced water. Energy Brands was also called Glassou and was established by Darius Bikoff in 1996.
The product today is significantly better than it was then, but it's been a progression. There's been an evolution.
The company's goal was to produce drinks that are nutrient-based, that is, drinks that contain just the right amount of sugar and certain kinds of ingredients. Coca-Cola, however, eventually bought the company for the sum of $4.1 billion, and that has since aided the expansion of Coca-Cola towards lifestyle beverages. In June 2015, Coca-Cola purchased a company with a specialty for energy drinks, Monster Beverage Corporation. The company had initially been set up by Hubert Hansen around the 1930s with the help of his sons. The company's original name was Hansen Natural Corp. Before it was changed to Monster Beverage Corp. They had signed an agreement with Coca-Cola, and as a result, Coca-Cola got about 16.7% of the company's minority stake. Part of the agreement was that Coca-Cola would give Monster Beverage Corp. Complete ownership of its energy drink enterprises, and that Monster Beverage would give Coca-Cola complete ownership of its non-energy drink enterprises. This partnership with Monster Beverage helped Coca-Cola produce its own energy drink, Coca-Cola Energy, which turned out to be a #1 non-soda drink produced by the company. Coca-Cola also acquired Costa Coffee, a coffee house chain based in the UK in 2018. Costa Coffee was first introduced in London in 1971. However, the Costa brothers, Bruno and Sergio, did not open a coffee shop until after 7 years had passed.
Ah, that's better. Never felt more like a cup of tea in my life.
They later expanded beyond the borders of London into places such as Dubai and Moscow, and in 1999 and 2008, respectively. Coca-Cola bought the coffee house chain in 2018 for $5.1 billion.
Coca-Cola, 10 million vending machines across the world with a Costa coffee in it.
Because Costa Coffee had already built a global presence, Coca-Cola was able to thrive on that, thereby pushing its goal of becoming a worldwide enterprise. With so many companies, brands, and products under its belt, it's safe to say that Coca-Cola is taking over the world one bottle at a time. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe and activate those notifications for more inspiring videos. Cheers!